Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I'm doing something that is not a norm for me. It should be. I mean, it's nothing unusual, but I'm going to be cleaning carpet. Now, usually Lydia does this because she's really good at it. And I help. I fix the carpet cleaner. That's my thing. But today, I'm going to be doing something a little different because Lydia's busy doing other things, and I want to make sure that we get all this stuff done before the holidays. So, I'm going to be cleaning carpet. First thing I need to do is I need to spray some cleaner on the floor, some pre-treat. This room we call the office, well, because it has a desk. And that's Sadie's bed. And Sadie sleeps in here. She also likes to lay on the floor right there in front of my chest of drawers. And the idea being that when you walk through at night, she jumps up and startles you. So when you walk into the room, first thing you got to do is turn the light on, wake up the dog, kick her out of the way, and then you can walk through. In the meantime, she is an old dog that sheds a lot of fur, and she's a dog. So there's a spot on the floor right here, this passageway. It's a heavy traffic area anyways, and then you add dog fur into it, and it becomes a spot that you have to take care of extra. So I'm going to be shooting it with Spot Shot, the instant carpet stain remover, before I do the main part. For the main part, I'm going to be using the Bissell Pet, Pro Heat Pet. And we got this one when the other Bissell wore out, and this one has done really well for us. It's not been loaned out, so it stayed pretty well. Not having any trouble with it yet, knock on wood. First thing I want to do, spray the floor, then I wait 20 minutes, and then I come back and use the floor cleaner on it. And switch hands. Much more control with my right hand. Well, you go through this stuff quick. That's all gone now. Fortunately, this is the only room I'm going to be working on. Lydia has worked hard and done the other ones. Now, I give it 20 minutes, and then I get out the Bissell and go after it. In the meantime, I'm going to be mixing up a batch of cleaning chemicals. You can turn the TV back on, huh? This holds the water, and this holds the cleaner. And I'm supposed to fill this up to there with water and then on up the rest of the way with the cleaning agent, which is Hoover Carpet Washer Detergent. Expert Pet. I suppose we could be using Bissell, but it doesn't seem to make much difference. Lydia says this works really good and she likes it. So before I do this, I want to run the water and get it really hot. And since I have to wait 20 minutes and I want to have the water as hot as possible before I put it into the system, I'm going to wait 20 minutes, so we'll come back. Lydia just added a new part to the process. She had mentioned that it would be nice to have the carpet rake. Well, I have a thing that I picked up that is a window scrubber. And it's got little rubber tines on it, and it acts kind of like a garden rake. And I said, well, I've got this thing, and she's, okay, well, let's try that. So I went downstairs, got it, brought it up, and used it on the carpet to scrub the cleaner down into the carpet and make sure it got a good penetration. Mix the soap by filling this up to the line with water. Water first. Then you pour in the cleaning solution. Up to this top line. Then screw the cap on. And that goes into the scrubber. Make sure you put the cap back on the bottle. That's an easy way to tip things over and have a big mess. Now this gets filled through this little spout here. And this goes on by setting it on top, spinning that around, and that locks it down. This acts as a bail to pick it up with. And this soap goes down into that thing, and it looks like it drips a little bit.
Should be on tight.
Now we put the filled tanks into the cleaner, and we start cleaning carpet. The idea is to push the carpet cleaner forward up to the wall, press the spray button, pull it back about a foot to a foot and a half, and then go back over it forward and then come back. So you spray it, the brushes go over it and scrub it, and then you go over and scrub it, and then you vacuum it up. You keep doing that until you have the whole carpet area done. And then, best part, you walk away. You give it about 20 minutes to sit. With the carpet cleaner applied, I wait about 15-20 minutes, and I rinse out the tanks and get everything all ready to go. I bet you thought that while the carpet cleaner was working on the carpet, you didn't have to do anything. You're wrong. In the meantime, while that's happening, you have to go through and clean out the head on the carpet cleaner, because the little vacuum is sucking up all the stuff. And since this is a Pro Pet, it's designed to pick up pet hair. It does a really good job, but the pet hair is pretty adhesive. It wants to stick in the nozzle. So Bissell, in their wisdom, gives you this little hook that reaches up inside that nozzle and grabs a hold of the hair and pulls it out. Now, on the old Bissell, I would just take the plastic cover off and disassemble the whole thing and clean it out, which took about 15-20 minutes. This way, with the little hook, you just reach up in there and yank this stuff out. Now, it's not a complete cleaning. You have to do that when you're done, but
it does make it so that the hair globs that are stuck up in that nozzle get pulled out and don't block the air going through. Makes the thing pick up the water a lot better. If you don't do this, you're going to end up with wet carpets, and it's going to take forever for them to dry. Because this thing is designed to spray this stuff onto the carpet, then suck it back up again so that it extracts the water out of the carpet. It really does a good job at it too. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you get out of there. It's just big old hunks of fur, and it's a real mess. But I do that on the vinyl floor out in the well, in this case in the hallway, so that I don't get water into the carpet again, and I don't get the hair back into the carpet and have to clean it out. Works pretty well. And normally Lydia does this, so I'm just showing you what she's taught me to do. You have to reach up in there and pull the hair off the roller, and pull the hair up out of the little suction box that the roller sits in, that actually does the scrubbing and cleaning on the carpeting. That brush picks the dog fur up out of the carpet, lifts it up out of the bottom of the carpet, and makes it so that it gets sucked up into the nozzle. But in the meantime, you gotta take all the stuff that gets stuck in the brush and get it out of there. Otherwise, you're just gonna be spinning the same fur, and the brush won't work. And it's really a very necessary thing to do. This is the main failure with a Bissell carpet cleaner that I've understood from all the people talking to me over the years since I made the first videos on cleaning carpet cleaners. They don't clean the rollers. The rollers get bound up with hair, and then the drive belt stops running, and when the drive belt stops running, it burns in two because the motor is still trying to make it go, and it's stuck and it won't move. So it burns the pulley in two, or burns the belt in two. Yep, this is all the stuff that I've cleaned out, and this is, you saw the area that I worked in, just one little bit of carpeting. But it's a high traffic area, and it is the place that the dog sleeps. Once the 20 minutes of sit time for the carpet shampoo is expired, then I wash out all the little bottles and fill them up with hot water and load up the
Make sure that's sitting down tightly. Okay, I'm going to do the final rinse. Lydia rinses 3 times. So that's what we're going to do. The first 2 are usually fairly dirty. And she cleans the carpet off, and it's not that there's a lot of dirt left in the carpet over a long period of time. Just, dog fur is oily, and it attracts dust. So, every couple of months, got to go through and clean it up.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.